And here's a fable. With vivid clarity of a child's imagination, begin to see yourself as a frightened little one, standing on the muddy, slippery banks of a swollen, wide, running river. The white water caps as it churns. Your legs are cold in short pants, and your toes curl to grip the ground with your bare feet. Your challenge is to cross the dark, swirling water. You can see the other side, but barely. You know how to swim, but barely. Yet the events of your past, like a predator, crunch branches in the near woods coming your way. It seems sure you will not make it across. Large pieces of debris float by, speaking to the power of the current, but to remain on the banks of the river you will perish. The other side represents a fresh start, the opportunity to be free of the predator past. It's everything good and hopeful about the future. The choice seems clear. The other side is compelling you forward. So with guts and gusto you step into the water. From somewhere upshore on your side of the banks, voices from the past echo down the canyon to you. You will never make it. Just stay where you are. This is your place in life now. But you press forward, water up to your knees now, discontented to let the snarl from the woods, the shiny teeth of the predator past keep you imprisoned on the cold banks. Suddenly the floor of the riverbank drops. You test it with a tentative step, and there is no bottom. You feel the river's current pull at you, tugging you off balance. With one foot you are searching, like with a blind man's white cane, reaching to find the solid ground. If you have to swim for it, you know instinctively you will drown. You will grow exhausted and be swept away before reaching the other bank. And then, almost like someone beneath the water positioned a rock just underneath your foot, you find a place to stand, a stepping stone. You wonder, is there another? Again, with trepidation, you search with one foot in the brown, murky water. The current runs cold and fast by your legs. There, just under your foot, another stepping stone appears, and it's solid and strong, a place to stand. You are making progress. Who would have thought that such stones were just under the water's surface? They were invisible from the shore. Only people who had ever dared cross this torrential place would discover the stones that waited there, strong, steady, to help those who dared pursue a future. The canyon voices still echoed their hopeless messages. You don't deserve to cross over. You must live in your past. New voices, however, joined the old ones. These were coming from the opposite shore and grew louder with each wet step forward. That's good. Keep it up. Just a little longer now. You can make it. Some stepping stones were farther apart than others, causing me to taste some of the old fear from my fallen past. I found myself wondering if the few stones already provided were merely a tease, that I would simply find myself in the middle of deep water, and that would be the end of the road, so to speak. The end of me. At those moments I stretched my legs as far as possible, my toes reaching far, stretching far, and each time I found another stone, just when I needed one most. And it was there all the time. I just had to stretch for it. I walked forward through the water, and stones appeared one after another until I reached the other shore. And the whole journey the voices continued. The ones from my past spit pessimistic, judgmental words, while those from my future bade me forward with hope and grace. And the closer to the new shore I got, the fainter the old harsh voices grew. Today, I'm on the other shore, the one with a future and a hope. Sure, I can look across and see the past places. Occasionally I can hear the hungry snarl of the past predator, and sometimes hear faint echoes of voices that still would beckon me back to that horrible place. But mainly, when I look at the river, I think of the stepping stones that carried me safely across. I think of who they are, and I thank God for each one, and I know my turn will come. God will call me back to the river, not as a traveler next time, but He will ask me to stand underneath the surface and, in unseen ways, become a stepping stone for those who will also dare to cross.